because I've searched throughout the Bible. I've not actually seen any direct scriptural reference, including the Old Testament per se, that refers to dating. I'm being very specific to dating itself. I know that there are mentions of engagement when Isaac and his wife Rebecca, Jacob and sons Leah and Rachel, mostly Rachel, that was engaged to him for 7 years and then increased to another 7 years. And Joseph and Mary also, they were also engaged to be married, but there is no mention of dating, which seems like a more.
Even the mother of Jesus is.
Yeah, the mother of the Mary. Yeah, she was engaged to Joseph
Go
to be
ahead.
married. She was engaged to be married. Yeah, but dating now is not engagement. Is a little bit of beginning of courtship. But, not even just there. It's in between. So there has been these debates here and there. Is it scriptural enough, or what is scriptural for a believer per se? Dating, courtship, engagement. Where exactly what should a believer actually do in this case in building a relationship, or how should you start out one, which is the
Okay,
proper
okay.
way?
The is that my, my approach to addressing this issue might be a little bit ancient.
Okay.
You know, um, I know some person listening to me will be wondering, is this man is talking old man. Maybe he doesn't know what that. It is good to be very, very careful with this generation.
Mm.
With this generation, I attended a youth seminar about 1 or 2 months ago, so I went to just listen to them, and they were talking about cheating
Mm.
in the relationship. So when they were talking about cheating, I was wondering, where is that
Mm.
talk? Where is that word cheating coming from? Are they supposed to be having sex in the first place? It was a Christian gathering. If
Mm.
sex is not in the, what's cheating? When it's supposed to be a relationship that is purity. You're listening to me. Hello.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, now let's now go to your question, talking about dating. Now, no matter the name that this, what I know that one person betrothed to the other.
Mm.
Now, even in court, there are standards, biblical standards
Mm-hmm.
of how a man and a woman seeking to marry each other should. But we now live in a generation where somebody say that person is. If I understand again, sometimes when you listen to some people on social media, I don't again. Sometimes they will say maybe they are just going out for a drink, they want to know each other. Then you hear this, okay, they're dating. So my question is, I don't understand what dating is, and I've not seen it in the Bible. What I know about is courtship, where this man are planning to marry. They begin to look into it
Okay.
together, begin to plan together, and all that. So, but if they say dating is the beginning of courtship, well, that's why I said I may be talking like an old man. I don't understand the meaning. So I don't understand. You know, we are talking as
Well,
Christians. I don't understand because
yes,
what this
exactly.
generation now called the amorous sexual relationship, where people who are unmarried climb the bed, have sex every day, and look for one English word with which they will use to value doing or their sinful act. So that's my view on that.
Yeah. Well, but the original meaning of that word, why up is I get the point where you made about people having sex. That's why is the now basically mostly for this younger generation. It's because what the word date stands for. It means going out with someone have a date, like go sit and one for the first time. But over time, it has now become like a relationship status. Yes, a kind of it has become a part of we are now dating. But
Status. You
I
mentioned
used
it.
to be a teenage teacher. Yes, that's what it has turned into. It has turned into a relationship status. But it just means hanging out with someone, then
Yes.
you get to know each other. I, I was a teenage teacher um,
You know,
some years
see,
back,
let
and
me tell you something. You see the reason why.
I read
You see the reason why. So
um,
before you talk about your teenage
um,
teaching experience, you see the reason
dating
why people are for
from
10 years.
Pastor Maurice Moro. Yeah.
The line is breaking. It's breaking. Hear you very well.
Yes. Because I didn't get the point you made, sir.
Okay, no, you were talking about when you were a teenage teacher.
Okay, okay, you made the point. I didn't get the okay, sir. Uh, Hello, sir. Hello. Hello, Pastor. Can you hear me now? Hello, sir. Can you hear me now? Hello, sir. Hello. Okay, so I think we're online now. Waiting for us to return back so we can get done with this. It's really been hectic with the whole network connections. I really sincerely apologize one more time for all this. Caleb Leo TV, we are working hard to fix every single of these network issues we have, and we're believing God that we'll have things work better and perfectly well in our nation. I was mentioning that on Wednesday we're having Stella talking about managing your emotions, and then on Sunday, Love Glorified, and next month I said will be exciting, and those three months, the next 3 months will be exciting. As in the month of May, we have strategies for effective ritual warfare every Sunday and Wednesday, and then June we have talking about prayer, and July the basis of Christianity. Now in the month of May, middle of the month of May, we'll be having a special service, 1 hour of word and praise. Now Team Jagaband will be with us. That will be the mid Wednesday in the month of May. Team Jagaband will be with us, and we'll be having 30 minutes of praise and 30 minutes of the word of God. So Jagaban, they are very creative. Praise Daniels, the leader of the team, very, very creative team. They have a unique way of ministering. So anticipate uh, a fantastic time with them. That is going to be very, very exciting. I can't wait. I can't wait for that particular service. Pastor, welcome back, sir. Pastor, sir. Hello, sir. Pastor, can you hear me?
Thank you. I can.
Okay, okay. Pastor, one day in this nation we'll have a steady internet service. Very,
Yeah.
very soon.
We have to keep prophesying over this nation.
Yes, we are going to have steady internet service. We won't have any of these disturbances anymore. One of these days, very, very soon, and we'll make it happen. So, Pastor, based on what we were talking about, I was mentioning that I taught the children then that as a young person, you don't have plans to get so you can have multiple friends and they can take you out on dates. You guys go out, sit, talk, chat, get to know each other, which would happen regularly, as often as long as it's within the confines, they can visit, and then you come back home, but you're not emotionally attached. You see, the problem is dating now. Once you add emotional attachment, it becomes a relationship status, which is not supposed to. So when you are now up to the age of getting married, you can now get into courtship. You guys can now have an agreement. Let your pastor know, make it official, and you go. Now that was our definition. I'm talking about 2008, 9, 10, 11. Now this is 2021. Definition has actually moved so fast that right now it's now a relationship status. I'm dating this brother. Now pastor will not even know about it until maybe after like 1 or 2 years, brother now decides this is the sister the Lord is saying. He wasn't sure before dating starts. He now gets sure, and then he will now either propose to the lady, or even before he proposes, he will now go and tell pastor, see that there's this sister I would like to marry, and that would be the first time pastor will now be aware. Now, the truth be told, even if we don't talk about this, or no matter what we say now, teenagers, young people will keep dating. So what we need now is how to effectively manage the cultures that have actually changed. That's my own side of it. We need to manage the cultures, how to teach these young people not to get emotionally involved when they ought not to with people, with other people, because we do have crush when we are growing up. But how to teach them not to get emotionally involved with them, and then how to know what to do per age, and also how for them to learn to trust, have people they can trust, they can talk to. So I believe this is a dilemma we are in at the moment. We are in this dilemma at the moment because times have moved so fast that people are not understanding the scriptures from the basis of what it is. Oh, Pastor went offline. Times have really moved so fast that people are not understanding the scriptures from the what it is. So it's left for us to effectively manage the situation and teach the word of God to these younger ones coming up and tell them what to do and what not. Help them, guide them in what to do and what not to do, so they don't get emotionally heartbroken. Because some people, they are not involved in any sexual relationship. They're not involved in anything that will lead to sex. They are just friends, and they now how they start to use this is my date, my boyfriend, when they're not up to, and then they get heartbroken at such a tender age, and maybe at 16 years, at 17 years, they get heartbroken. Some of them get to lose their virginity at such ages, and this will create a wrong impression of life for them. If you're a young person listening to us right now, this can create a wrong impression of life for you, and you see life from a not so welcome back, sir, from a not so good note. You'll see life from a not so good note. When I was saying that when a young person who is just getting into life at the age of 15, 16, and then you get into an emotional relationship which you ought not to, and you call the person your date, they may not be involved in any sexual act, anything that relates to it, but the fact that there is emotions, when the boy will break her heart, or when the girl will break his heart, these things tend to cause depression. It tends to teach these people the wrong way. They learn the hard way. They learn the wrong way. Then they now grow up believing, having wrong images and pictures about people. So people need to know when and when not to get emotionally involved. Mostly when you're not ready for anything. I don't see any reason why you should get involved with somebody if there is no plan to get married with the person. I don't see any reason why you should get emotionally attached to somebody of that note if you're not planning marriage ahead of time. If you've not thought about it, you're not even ready for it. You still have years and years and years ahead of you. You're playing with someone's heart. You're playing with someone's emotions, and um all of it, that's just a little like an add to this. Maybe you had some thoughts in between. Listen, probably you got some thoughts in between. But I believe you would have something to say about what I just said. Hello. Uh, okay. Okay.
Okay, can
Pastor,
you hear me?
I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
Can you hear me from here?
Yes, I can. I can hear you very
Yeah,
well.
can you hear me here? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Hello, can you hear
I can hear you. I
me?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Like the network is
I can hear you from here.
down again.
Yeah, yeah, it's quite down. But it's like when it reaches this time, network will start disturbing. But I'm hearing you, sir. I'm hearing you. Oh goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, oh well. It's really been a long session, and I wish Pastor can just comment on that last point, and I will have to shut down here. We've gone for almost an hour. We've had network issues in between. Uh, but Pastor will be available to answer your questions. Just go on Facebook, search for the group Made in Christ. If you have any question about what we talked about, search for Made in Christ. Or you can just look for Pastor G on Facebook, Pastor G on Facebook. and you'll get to answer. Or you can follow me on social media at PSC Calebrio, and I will get your questions out and pass across to him. Now, I'm also going to plan and work together maybe next month or next 2 months. I will have a question and answer live section, and I will invite Pastor over so we can respond to your live questions as you ask them. I will make that available too over time so we can have that. In the meantime, I want to say thank you very much for everyone who has been a part of this stream. Um, okay, our pastor is back now, so I'll just let him have say a last word, and then we are done for the day. Uh, okay, so I don't know if I say a last word, and then we are done for the day. Okay, Pastor, I think you're okay now. Hello, sir.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, very well, sir.
You can
I
hear
can hear you very well.
me now.
Yes, sir. I can. Yes, sir. I can hear you very well. I can hear you. I can. I can hear you very well, sir. Oh.
I believe you can hear me now.
Yes. 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 I can hear you. Oh, really? Okay.
Okay, we're talking about.
Okay. All right. So that's it for now. I have to end the stream right now. So see you. Um, let me just let Pastor know. Okay. Okay. So it's been a long time since Connect with Caleb been live. So this is the first time in a long time. So sorry for all these interruptions, and God bless you. I'm looking forward to a wonderful time again, and hopefully network will be better. And when we have Miss Stella from UK, don't worry, we won't have network issues because she's not in Nigeria. She's not in Nigeria.